Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome back to opening day action here in the 26th One Salle Alumni Basketball League 39 and below recreational division. And it's presented to you by EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. Also sponsored by Field Grade System, Frankie's New York Buffalo Wings, Jerry's Grill, Titan, Blue Fire LPG, and Star Margarine. Organized by Kings of the Court and SportsPlus PH in partnership with the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. Mangyamo Restaurante, DLSU Blue Beagles taking on Emerald Archers in our fourth game of the day here at Gameville Ballpark, court number 2. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action from courtside. And Emerald Archers coming up blank on their opening salvo, and back-to-back hits here for Mangyamo Restaurante. 4-0 start for the team also known as Blue Beagles. Their starting five right now is Peralta, Buensalido, Balyeza, Ramos, and Magsombol. Starting for Emerald Archers, that's David, that's Siati, Kalinawan, Wiko, and Kosho. 4-0 start for the white and green. That's DLSU Blue Beagles, aka Mangyamo Restaurante, while Emerald Archers in their all-green uniforms. Oh, and a steal! And a see you later there. That's courtesy of the Blue Beagles 6-2 start. They go down low, and there's a foul called. That drive to the basket for Robbie Kosho. Wow, with the shimmy as well for Robbie Kosho. That's a free throw routine you don't see every day for the Emerald Archers. Trying to loosen up those shoulders before putting up that shot. Daniel David, offensive rebound and the score down low. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for the big man. And just like that, Emerald Archers back in this one, 6-5. Drive to the basket by Christopher D, and he gets fouled. We'll go to the line for 2 shots. Alright, check that. That's it's Peralta. First of 2 missed by John Christian Peralta. Peralta goes 0 for 2. Offensive rebound won by Kurt Ramos. Great stop here by John Marie Wiko. Now he's on the front court. Sends it over to T. Long 2. Nails it. And Emerald Archers now in the driver's seat, 7-6. Magsombol. 3-pointer. Buries it. And the Blue Beagles back in the lead, 9-7. They send the ball down low, and what a find to Robbie Kosho. Just waiting at the dunker spot for that shot, and we are tied at 9. And Magsombol, quick burst of speed, but couldn't make that finish. Counter steal here completed by Blue Beagles. Here comes another quick burst of speed for Magsombol. This time goes in and out on that last shot. Dixon T sends it over to the corner, and a miss by Mickey Kalinawan. Ramos going downhill. Kick out and lost by John Christian Peralta. Turnover there as Daniel David could not track down that pass. Now Magsombol send it over to Matthew Balyeza, who shuffled his feet like a deck of cards and turned the ball over. 6 minutes left here in the first period, and we are tied at 9. T. Thought about 3, but quickly closed out by Peralta. They go down low to Daniel David. David back irons that last shot. Here comes the downhill attack for Christian Buensalido. His pass a little too sharp to handle for Edward Magsumbol. 5:37 left here in the first frame. Once again, we're glad to have you with us. Straightaway 3, a little too strong for Jomari Wico. Loose ball 1 by the Blue Beagles, and here's the downhill attack by Buensalido. Tried to go glass, too strong. Magsumbol on the putback, still no good. But it's the small guys of the DLSU Blue Beagles that's been out rebounding the Emerald Archers so far. T directing traffic for the Emerald Archers. Shot clock at 15, halfway through quarter number 1. David at the left wing. Kalinawan rises for 3. Uno, dos, tres. 3-point advantage for Emerald Archers. 12-9. Buensalido. Balyeza. 13 to shoot, going downhill. Balyeza. A little too strong on that shot. On the putback, the miss by Kurt Ramos. Now Emerald Archers. What a slalom through the defense, finding Kosho down low. Credit that assist to Jomari Wico. Now Magsumbol going downhill with an inside hand finish. 9 points off the 11. Coming from Edward Magsumbol alone. The other 2, Kurt Ramos. Under 4 minutes left, Wico from the parking lot, but misses off to the left. Peralta, nice feed down low. And that's Matthew Balyeza with a score down low. We got a ceasefire on the floor. We'll be right back. Back in the action here in the first quarter of play. Last time out called by the DLSU Blue Beagles, but they're not able to capitalize coming off their own ceasefire. Maybe 2 shots for Edward Magsumbol. Magsumbol making the first of 2 free throws. Blue Beagles just down by 1 point, 14-13. Magsumbol hits both to tie this one at 4, or should we say to give Blue Beagles that 1 point lead, 15-14. 3 minutes and 20 left. Great ball movement here for Emerald Archers, but they could not find the bottom on this possession. They got a second try with 10 on their shot clock. Wico fakes, but forgot to dribble first before driving to the basket. Dribble first, then you take your step. That's the rule. 18 to shoot. Early shot clock attempt there for LSU Blue Beagles. The miss by Rail Inovejas. Empty possession once more for Emerald Archers. Here they go on a 2-on-2. T. Oh, what a no-look pass. And what a dime to Magsumbol. 13 points of the Blue Beagles, 17 so far in this ball game. 2:22 remaining. Baseline jumper won't go through for Mickey Kalinawan. Counter attack here for DLSU Blue Beagles, and a miss by Inovejas. Downhill attack. And the great dime right there. Jeffrey Huico. Great find coming from Daryl Deang. Or check that, that's Van Allen Ong. A minute and 51 remaining here in the opening frame. Magsum ball, baseline drive, and the kick out pass. 3 on the way, rattles out for Inovejas. Van Ong decides to pull back. Full strength now for Emerald Archers. They go for another 3 ball. To no avail for Mickey Kalinawan. Not exactly a high percentage here, and it's power play for DLSU Blue Beagles, and a miss from downtown. Tees it up and knocks it in. Van Ong, under a minute left here in the first quarter. 3-point lead by the Blue Beagles. Huico. Now the extra pass to Brian Carazon. Nice find down low to Kalinawan. The 3-point shot wasn't working, and now he goes down low where he could be more effective. Another 3 on the way for the Blue Beagles. Dead eye shooting from Magsum Ball. Make this a 4-point ball game. Two seconds difference between game and shot clock. They go down low to Carzon. He gets fouled. 13.5 seconds remaining. Neither team close to penalty so far. 10 seconds to shoot, and that pass by Van Ong. A little too hot to handle for Carlo Año-Nuevo. 5 seconds left. Enough time here to put up a shot. Downhill attack, and the left-handed finish courtesy of Edward Magsum Ball. That's how we end the first quarter of play. Blue Beagles over Emerald Archers 24-18. Be back in a moment. Action continues on opening day here in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. 39 and below recreational. And it's co-presented by EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. Still here at the Gameville Ballpark, Mandaluyong City. Not too far from our partner school, our host, the LaSalle Green Hills Alumni Association. Blue Beagles on top against Emerald Archers 24-18. My name is Diego Del Paz, bringing you the action from courtside. This is game number 4 of 9 on this court, so morning until late in the evening, we're bringing you action here on opening day here in the One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. Año-Nuevo sending it over to Dixon T. Huico They send it to the corner. Shot clock down to 9. They go to Wico. Tries to drive left. They go to the corner once again. That corner 3 out of desperation missed by Roland Galang. A new lease on life here for Emerald Archers. Jumper. Too strong for Daniel David. Now here comes the Blue Beagles. They go to Real Inovejas. T. Thought about the 3. Decides to pull back. Shot clock down to 19. T. The drive-in kick to the corner. It's left short by Daryl Deang. Here comes the downhill attack. Oh, and the score down low for Dixon T. Chalk that assist to Jomari Wico. Salido. Inovejas. Now to Real Inovejas. Shot clock down to 10. Oh, and that's a close range miss by Buensalido. Oh, and Buensalido! Active hands, but he lost the basketball to Daniel David. Dixon T tees it up. Short. Offensive rebound by David, and with a putback. Blue Beagles 24. Emerald Archers 22. Real Inovejas. They go down low, and Jeremy T shuffled his feet like a deck of cards and turns the ball over. Out goes Reniel Inovejas, replaced by Matthew Balieza. Wico sends it over to Roland Galang. Misses that 3. Patrick Buensalido with a kick out. 3. Short for Real Inovejas. Dixon T decides to pull back. Kick out to Jomari Wico. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Corner 3 on the way. Bingo time! Courtesy of Roland Galang. Finally making that 3 after about 3 attempts here in the second quarter. Emerald Archers now up 1. Balieza. Buensalido. 10 to shoot. They go to Balieza. Extra pass to Jeremy T. Iron deficient and goes out of bounds. 1 point ball game as we are in our mid-afternoon classic here in the 26th One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, co-presented by EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. Second 3 of the quarter for Roland Galang gives Emerald Archers a quiet 4-point advantage, 20-24. Now in the hands of Ivan Juan. 10 on the shot clock. They go to Jeremy T. T driving through the basket, fakes, fires, gets fouled from behind. I believe it's on Jomari Wico. And JR the Tower Torres signals it is against Jomari Wico. There will be 2 free throws for Jeremy T. And we got a 3-man swap here for Emerald Archers. Five and a half remaining here in the second quarter of play. Once again, thank you very much for joining us for continuing action here in the EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League on its 26th season. 80 teams participating across 4 different divisions. A record-setting high for the league, which is one of, if not the largest alumni basketball league in the entire Philippines. Emerald Archers up to 2026. Van Ong driving through the basket. Inside hand finish. Count it. 4-point lead for Emerald Archers. Approaching the halfway mark of the second. Magsumbol sends it over to Gan Isidro. A drive-in kick. Too strong on that jumper for Christian Buensalido. Out of bounds off of the DLSU Blue Beagles. Año Nuevo at the left wing. He sent it over to the right wing. Back to Año Nuevo down the middle. Carzon. Left wing jumper, short. Now Magsumbol. Quick burst of speed. Magsumbol going through the lane. Finish was wild. Now here comes Galang. Stop and pop 3 from the left elbow. Left it short. Here comes Magsumbol. Series of moves against Van Ong. The jumper from foul line extended. No good. He gets his own miss. What a recovery here. Drive to the basket and inside hand finish attempt denied was Jan Peralta. Under 4 minutes to go before we hit intermission. Magsumbol a 3. Nails it! Edward Magsumbol is on fire this afternoon. And Blue Beagles down by 1. 30-29. 21 points already for Edward Jonathan Magsumbol. Chance for Blue Beagles to regain the lead here. But they go one and done on this possession and turn it over. Año Nuevo forward. Trying to back down his defender, Christian Buensalido. 15 on the shot clock. Another one and done possession. Now going the way of Blue Beagles, and the double pump shot in transition for Jan Peralta goes through, and they regain the lead 31-30. Under 3 minutes left. Año Nuevo. A kick out. 3 on the way. Short. Courtesy of Robbie Kosho. 4 and 5 here for Blue Beagles. Magsumbol, elbow 3, airballs it, gets the ball back, this time driving. Magsumbol tried to drop it off. Kurt Ramos was not ready for that pass. Counter-attack here by Emerald Archers quickly. Van Allen Ong nearly makes it. He will go to the line for 2 shots. First free throw off to the left for Van Allen Ong. So Van Allen Ong, 2 points, a rebound, and an assist so far this afternoon. Going 1 out of 2. 2 and 15 remaining in period number 2. As we continue action here in the EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. They go down low. Kurt Ramos rewards their patience. Van Allen Ong tried to drive baseline, was shut, and threw the ball away. Magsumbol, the 1-step and the finish. Edward John Magsumbol giving Blue Beagles this 3-point advantage. Van Ong to Carzon. Now to Galang. 12 to shoot. Galang off to the left on that 3-point attempt. Minute and 25 left here in the third quarter. A drop pass. Kurt Ramos off target. Van Ong down low. Cherry picking that one. Not a problem. Don't matter, it's still 2 points for Emerald Archers. Down 1 at the moment. Now Magsumbol against 3 defenders. Gets them on skates. And gets the 2 off the floater as well, as we are down to the last minute of the second quarter. Another 3 on the way. Left short by Robbie Cosio. Again. Magsumbol. Quick burst of speed. Inside hand finish. What a play for the Blue Beagles. Now up 5 as we are 34 seconds away from halftime. Van Ong. Nice found down low, but a quick touch pass. But a miss for Brian Carzon. Shot clock is off, but Magsumbol not looking at the clock. Still goes downhill for that attack for the hoop. The harm, the 3-point play the hard way. Edward John Magsumbol. My oh my. Great to look at the totals so far this afternoon. It's 41-34. 29 points, 7 rebounds for Edward Jonathan Magsumbol. Make that 30 already. Wow, 30 piece at halftime. That is insane. 7 seconds remaining for Van Ong. Ong goes for the drive. Interrupted. 1 second left. The 3. Nailed in. Just in the nick of time at the halftime break. Blue Beagles 42. Emerald Archers 37. Action continues shortly in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League 39 and below recreational division. Presented by Smart Sports. The 26 EcoOil won the Salle Alumni Basketball League 39 and below recreational division is co-presented by EcoOil, Smart Sports, and Puso Pilipinas. At the halftime break, Blue Beagles leading Emerald Archers 42-37. Third opportunity here. Another miss on the fourth try. Still no dice, but on the fifth time, Ivan Juan is a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Now in the hands of John Marie Wico. Three ball on the way, but left short by Mickey Kalinawan. Here comes the rack attack one more time. Edward Jonathan Magsumbol, early MVP candidate for Emerald Archers in this ball game. Zip pass going the way of John Marie Wico. Shot clock down to 10. Now in the hands of Jeffrey Wico. Tried to go glass, too strong. Goes out, and now here comes the rack attack by Ivan Juan. Extra pass coming from Christian Buensalido, but lost real estate at the baseline. Lucky break though, it was off of, I believe that was Jeffrey Wico. Corner three on the way for the Blue Beagles. Missed by Edward Magsumbol. Wico. The Wico to Wico connection there. Now in the hands of Jeffrey Wico. Back to John Marie Wico. Shot clock down to 5. They put up the shot attempt, missed by Jeffrey Wico. 3 on the way, off target for Mickey Kalinawan once again, and Daniel David badly missing on that point blank shot. 2-on-2 here. When Salido decides to pull back. Magsumbol, open 3 all day, but left it off left. David on the 3-on-2 attack. Misses the first time and the second time. Here comes the third attempt. Kicks it out to Jeffrey Wico. Drops it off, but Mickey Kalinawan couldn't make it. Another try here for David. That's his third try in this possession, and finally makes it. 7:14 remaining here in the third. Another 3 on the way. Too strong for Christian Buensalido. Second try here for the Blue Beagles. Reverse layup. Nearly went in for John Christian Peralta. 3-man swap for the DLSU Blue Beagles. Turnover, by the way, for the Blue Beagles on that possession. 7-point lead. Now in the hands of John Marie Wico. 12 on the shot clock. Slaloming through the defense. They go underneath. David gets rejected. Great recovery for Jeffrey Wico, who misses that long too. Jeffrey Wico, too strong on that pound dribble and goes out of bounds. Six and 25 left here in the third. What a drive to the basket for Rael Inovejas. Inovejas now at the free throw line for the Blue Beagles. Makes neither. 7 seconds on the shot clock and an empty possession for the Blue Beagles on that one. .14 on the shot clock, and unfortunately for Emerald Archers, they were called for steps. They went 5, 6, 7, 8 on that one. Another one and done trip for the Blue Beagles. Now Emerald Archers trying to get into their offense. Once again, stopped here by Edward. Jonathan mugs some ball. Oh! What a scary fall though. Again, so far, we're seeing that Mugsum Ball is willing to do all those daredevil plays this afternoon for the DLSU Blue Beagles. He's going to the foul line for 2 shots. Not a worry for him. One out of 2 from the line. Here comes Wico. Sends it over to Jeffrey Wico. Now they go down the middle to David. David turns around. Misses another point blank shot. Counter steal completed by Jeffrey Wico. Wico dumps it down low. 9 on the shot clock. For Emerald Archers, they go to David, gets fouled. Ceasefire called on the floor here at Gameville Ballpark. We'll be right back after this break. After a quick break called by Emerald Archers, David now at the free throw line for 2 shots. Goes 1 out of 2 from the line. Robbie Kosho returns to the ball game for Daniel David. 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Daniel Inovejas calling for a screen, decides to drive it himself. What a fine down low for Ivan 1. Scoring from the dunker spot and in. Less than 5 minutes to play in the third, and a steal completed by Matthew Balyeza. Balyeza gets a 2-on-1. Oh, and a blown layup for Ivan 1. Now they go to the corner. 3 on the way. 1 bounce and out for Carlo Año Nuevo. Matthew Balyeza sends it over to Buensalido. Now Inovejas. Shot clock reads 12. So with Inovejas. Balyeza for 3. Too strong. Robbie Kosho with a rebound. Dixon T. Now to Galang. Back to Dixon T. His pass intercepted by Rael Inovejas. 12 to shoot for Emerald Archers. Galang rises for 3. Rims out and Año Nuevo gets the rebound. They go down low. Robbie Kosho attacking downstairs against 2 defenders, and he gets fouled. Foul called on Patrick Buensalido. Robbie Kosho heading to the line for 2. Kosho with that unorthodox shoulder shimmy before taking his free throw. Looks like he's trying to relax his shoulders as he puts up those free throws. I've covered thousands of games, and that's the first time I've seen that kind of free throw routine. Great ball movement here for the Blue Beagles. They send it out to Reniel Inovejas. Inovejas lost the basketball. Balyeza. Out to Rael Inovejas. Reniel Inovejas misses that three and out of bounds. Less than 3 minutes to go in the third. Now in the hands of Van Ong. They send it to the corner. Roland Galang misses that three. Rebound. Secured by Rael Inovejas. Rael Inovejas dumps it down low. Nice find for Matthew Balyeza for the deuce. 9-point advantage for DLSU Blue Beagles. 14 on the shot clock. Van Ong tries to go downhill. Met by three white shirts. Año Nuevo, long two. Won't go through. And Robbie Kosho, he gets called for warding off. An offensive foul. Up next, it will be EcoOil versus Rain. Still in the 39 and below recreational division. That's our game number 5 here at court number 2. Here at Gameville Ballpark, still in Mandaluyong City. Shot clock down to 3. Missed layup by Rael Inovejas will go the way of Emerald Archers. On the shot clock right now. Emerald Archers trying to find the open. And Van Ong finds the seam, attacks it, and exploits it for the glory of Emerald Archers. Rael Inovejas. Now to Buen Salido. They go back to Rael Inovejas with 9 on the shot clock. Double team now. Had to kick it out to Reniel Inovejas. Drives to the basket but lost control on the way forward. Roland Galang tried to find Van Ong but read by the DLSU Blue Beagles defense. And Rael Inovejas knocks down a 3 for good measure for the DLSU Blue Beagles. 54-44, it's now a 10-point ball game. Another great read there from Rael Inovejas to stop that Emerald Archers offense from materializing. Van Ong goes downhill. 7 to shoot. Corner 3 on the way. Swishes it in for bingo time. 7-point ball game for the DLSU Blue Beagles. Another 3 on the way. A heat check miss from Rael Inovejas. And that will end 3 quarters of play. DLSU Blue Beagles leading against Emerald Archers 54-47. We'll be back with 4th quarter of play here in the 26th EcoOil One Salle Alumni Basketball League presented by Smart Sports. We are down to the final 10 minutes of action between the LSU Blue Beagles and Emerald Archers. Still here at Gameville Ballpark in Mandaluyong City, court number 2. Blue Beagles 54, Emerald Archers 47. Once again, my name is Yaga Del Paz, bringing you the action from courtside, and once again, Edward Magsombol streaking hot from beyond the arc. Extends their advantage to 10 now, 57-47. David lost the handle. Now here comes Magsombol, 2-on-1. Magsombol drops it off. Nice find to Christian Buensalido. Eight and 50 remaining here in the final frame. David tried to go glass to no avail. Now Magsombol. See you later. DLSU Blue Beagles well ahead in this matchup, now up by 10, 59-49. We'll be back after this break. Fourth quarter of action well underway here inside Gameville Ballpark. It's now a 61-47 lead for the Blue Beagles over Emerald Archers. Three-pointer on the way to stop the bleeding, but a miss for Roland Galang. Magsombol. Quick change of direction and speed. Swings it. John Peralta for three. Knocks it in. And the three-point brigade for the Blue Beagles. Continuing on. Blue Beagles now 6 of 22 from beyond the arc. Kurt Ramos with a stop. Forward to Buensalido, but passes it to the wrong man in Roland Galang. Brian Carzon going downhill, gets fouled on the way up. 2 free throws on the way for Flight 44. Carzon at the line. 7 and 45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Carzon will get a replacement free throw. Seven and 38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ramos. Magsombol from LaSalle Green Hills knocks it in. 10-point lead for the DLSU Blue Beagles. (67-47) is our count. Wico trying to slalom through the defense. Gives it up to David. Foul line extended jumper rattles in. 7:07 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Six and 56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. T drops it down low. Nice find underneath. Kurt Ramos for the score. 20-point ball game. Blue Beagles still on top. (16 on the shot clock. Here's the drive. Wico, the drive and kick. Three-pointer on the way. And the three-pointer is not falling for Emerald Archers this afternoon. Again, coming up next in our game number 5 here on court number 2 here at our shore court for 26 EcoOil won the Salle Alumni Basketball League. That's EcoOp versus Rain. Still in the 39 and below recreational division. And later on, it will be Alvin Tanyada taking my place for the next 4 matches. Thunders of Manila versus Chicken Chingu. And followed by 26ers versus Pacific Era Logistics. Hoop 1 versus Baba Boogie. And Archers United versus 2012. Full slate of games we have here in our EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. And another long bomb unleashed, uncorked. Christian Buensalido. 6 minutes left in this 4th and final quarter. Galang finally knocks in a triple. It's been a long time coming for Roland Galang. Now with 15 points to his name this afternoon. Jan Peralta, though, badly missing on that last 3-point attempt. So Roland Galang, 4 out of 15, but that was his first this 4th quarter. Blue Beagles 72, Emerald Archers 56, nearing the halfway point of the 4th and final quarter. Edward Mugsamball once again, but missing from straight away. Here comes Van Ong, dive and kick. Galang once again, this time rattles out. Now Mugsamball trying to move forward. Mugsamball! Oh! Tough luck on that drive to the basket. David going downhill, overshoots the mark. Now Mugsamball in the counter attack. Or should we say that was Christian Buensalido, and nice find down low for Jeremy T. This one is a blowout. An 18-point ball game in favor of the Blue Beagles. All day for that 3-pointer, but it goes iron deficient for Van Ong. Ceasefire on the floor. 4:19 remaining in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back with more. 26 EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. 39 below recreational. .408 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Blue Beagles calling for that last timeout just to give themselves a little bit of breather here, and that was a tough foul given up by Edward Mugsamball. Of course, our games here in the 26th EcoOil One LaSalle Alumni Basketball League is under the supervision of Commissioner Tonichi Puhante, former UAP and NCAA Commissioner and the founding Commissioner of the Vietnam Basketball Association. Jean-Marie Wico trying to go downhill, sends it over to David. Cross-court pass, another triple. Roland Galang makes a 6th of the ball game. While quietly tallying his total of 21 this afternoon. David with a steal. Ong goes downhill against 2 defenders. Tried to split them. Can't make the shot, but David was right there, rim running from defense to offense. 3:08 remaining here in the final period. Real Inovejas sends it over to Mugsamball, lets it fly. Off target. Roland Galang with a long rebound, and Galang lost real estate at the sideline. We are down to the midnight hours of this battle. Game number 4 of 9 here at court number 2 of Gameville Ballpark. Opening day salvo here in the 26th EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League. Goes out of bounds off of the Emerald Archers. Shot clock at 14. They go to Peralta. Now they find the ball down low to Kurt Ramos. Ramos gets fouled. Will head to the line for 2. This afternoon so far, Kurt Ramos, 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Now 7 after that first made free throw. Ramos goes 2 out of 2. 2 minutes and 24 remaining in this battle. Jomari Wico sends it to David. Now they go to Van Ong. 12 on the shot clock. They go down low. Referee say before the shot. Neither team near the penalty so far. Blue Beagles with 3 team fouls. Emerald Archers with 1. 10 on the shot clock and a steal. A stop there by the DLSU Blue Beagles. Peralta sends it to the wrong man in Daniel David. Oh, near miscue right there, but great recovery for Jomari Wico for that 2-on-1 finish. Rayleigh Novejas. They kick it out to Magsumbol. Magsumbol wisely pulls back. Well defended here by Van Allen Ong. Splits his defender. Shot clock at 8. Magsumbol by his lonesome, missing that jumper. Jomari Wico to the front court, and Magsumbol gets a steal. Unfortunately though, his teammate Kurt Ramos was not ready for that pass. Blue Beagles on their way to victory number 1 here in the 39 and below recreational division. Año Nuevo sends it over. Roland Galang badly missing on that 3-point attempt and out of bounds. No doubt about it, from the DLSU Blue Beagles, it will be Edward Magsumbol, who looks like he'll be heading home with that Feel Great System Player of the Game. Peralta all day to shoot. Bingo time for Peralta. 79-63. Blue Beagles firm control throughout most of this game against the Emerald Archers. We're going to look at the biggest lead. Actually, neither team led by more than 8 points until, of course, the Blue Beagles went on that tear in the third quarter that broke this game wide open. The highest lead by the Blue Beagles in this one, 22 points. Half a minute remaining as Magsumbol dribbling this one out. Magsumbol once again from LaSalle Green Hills, missing it. 17 seconds left, and Van Allen Ong trying to make this a respectable finish for the Emerald Archers. And that will be it, as Kurt Ramos still trying to add to their total, but Rayleigh Novejas decides to pull back, and that will be it. Your final score: Blue Beagles 79, Emerald Archers 65. Game number 4 of your 26 EcoOil 1 LaSalle Alumni Basketball League, presented by Smart Sports.